ABC. Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 Utah. News at 10 starts now.
Michael Patrick Lafort.
We do not forget those who were fallen. We are inspired by the survivors, many of whom still have the scars, both seen and unseen, of that terrible, terrible day.
14 years after those terrible attacks on September 11th, the nation comes together at memorials across the country.
The weight of their memory and our duty to honor it is something we do carry with us every day.
And here in Utah, their memory is honored at several locations, including this special high school football game. And that football game is the annual rivalry between Salem Hills High School and Spanish Fork High School. It's also Salem Hills' annual Veterans Game, and because it falls on 9/11 this year, it had a special significance. Good for Utah's Glenn Beebe has the story.
Another game under the Friday night lights. Normal tradition taking place in small towns across America. But 14 years ago on September 11th, nothing seemed normal.
I was going through the canyon and I heard it, and I remember flipping around and coming back because I'd just been newly married and wanted to check in on my wife and make sure everything was going to be okay at the house. But I remember that day vividly, and I remember the feelings that you felt.
Salem Hills coach Joel Higginson was playing college football at the time. For him and so many others, something as simple as a game didn't seem important. But as it turns out, it was football and many other sports that help bring a sense of normalcy, helping to heal and bring our communities closer together. That's a lesson Coach Higginson is relaying to his players as their annual Veterans Game lands on the 9/11 anniversary.
To remind them of the importance of taking care of each other and standing up for what you believe in.
Before the game, volunteers honored veterans with T-shirts and dinner. On the field, players and fans showed their appreciation during an emotional rendition of the national anthem and a moment of silence. U.S. Senator Orrin Hatch was also on hand to address the veterans. The senator remembers vividly what it was like in D.C. 14 years ago and says so many stepped up to answer the call of those in need.
People like these heroes here today that made a difference back then. And I've got to admit, those were tragic days.
So just like they did 14 years ago, players take the field and remember those who made it possible.